how do astronauts go to the bathroom in space? I had the pleasure of making a graphic to explain how this process worked. And I watched a bunch of YouTube videos, did a lot of research, and I came across this analogy about toothpaste in a tube. So the way it works is because there's no gravity, you have to figure out a different way to get waste to come out of your body. And so if you imagine like toothpaste in a tube without gravity, it just gets stuck. And so what astronauts did and what scientists did to help astronauts is they developed this vacuum to kind of help get the toothpaste out of the tube.
We've always wanted to do a narwhal exhibit. You know, the narwhal with the big thing in the front, like the unicorn thing. So it turns out that the horn on the front of the narwhal is actually his tooth. They're hard to keep in captivity because their tooth breaks a lot. It does grow back, but it is actually a tooth. If it hits the acrylic, if it hits the concrete, or it hits rock work, it's gonna break, and then it would have to grow back, and it's not good for the narwhal.
One of the things that's really cool and pretty mind-blowing is the amount of disciplines that have to come together for one of our projects to get off the ground successfully. If we were to do a fly-through video, some sort of like a parakeet enclosure, it's not just about, you know, making the parakeet look right, making the enclosure look right. Then we got to take that video, we're going to show it to experts on these animals, and those experts might say, well, you know, parakeet doesn't face this way, it's got to face that way, and that might have an impact on the way the enclosure is designed so that we can make sure the parakeet's facing the guest and blah, blah, blah. And so there's a lot of unique challenges in every single project that have to be taken into account in order to make it successful for the client and for the audience. The client who is ultimately the guest, right? Because if they love it, everybody wins.